In a quaint farmhouse nestled amidst rolling green hills, lived a curious and lovable puppy named Milo. Milo had soft, caramel-colored fur, floppy ears that perked up at the slightest sound, and eyes that sparkled like two shining stars. One tranquil evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Milo felt a special kind of energy. It was time for his nightly adventure. Milo's Goodnight rounds. With a soft woof and a playful bounce, he left his cozy bed and set out on his mission. Milo's first stop was the barn, where Farmer George tended to his animals. The barn was a haven of rustic charm, filled with the soft sounds of cows mooing and horses whinnying. Milo tiptoed into the barn, his poor steps almost silent on the straw-covered floor. He found Farmer George sitting on a hay bale, reading a bedtime story to his youngest calf. Milo approached him and nuzzled his hand to say good night. Farmer George smiled down at Milo and patted his head. "Good night, Milo," he whispered. "Thank you for being our nighttime guardian." Milo continued his journey to the chicken coop, where a family of clucky hens nestled for the night. The coop was dimly lit, with straw-strewn nests and the occasional sound of a contented cluck. Milo approached the coop with gentle steps. He knew the chickens needed their rest. He wagged his tail softly and whispered, "Good night, dear hens." The chickens ruffled their feathers and cooed in response, their way of saying good night to their furry friend. Milo's adventure continued into the orchard, where tall apple trees stood like silent sentinels. In the highest branches, nestled among the leaves, lived a pair of wise old owls named Olive and Oscar. They had seen many seasons pass and knew the secrets of the night. Milo looked up and saw the gleaming eyes of the owls. He barked softly and wagged his tail, greeting them in his own special way. Olive and Oscar blinked slowly, acknowledging Milo's presence with a hoot that sounded like a lullaby. "Good night, Olive." "Good night, Oscar," Milo whispered, his words carried by the gentle night breeze. The owls hooted once more, their eyes closing as they settled in for a night of vigilant watching. Next, Milo ventured to the garden, where an elegant cat named Lunar liked to spend her evenings. Lunar was a black and white beauty with eyes that sparkled like the stars. Milo found Lunar perched on a garden wall, her tail swaying like a graceful pendulum. He padded over to her and nudged her gently, a friendly gesture that meant good night. Lunar blinked at Milo, her eyes full of moonlight. "Good night, Milo," she purred, her voice as soft as a lullaby. "May your dreams be as bright as the stars." Milo's journey led him to the pasture, where the woolly sheep grazed under the shimmering moon. The soft bleats of the sheep created a soothing melody that seemed to sway with the night breeze. Milo pranced among the sheep, his tail wagging like a conductor's baton. He joined in the gentle chorus, "Good night, dear sheep," he barked softly. The sheep looked at him with contented smiles and responded with harmonious bleats. Milo's adventure continued to the meadow, where fireflies danced like tiny stars. Their soft, pulsing lights created a magical spectacle that captured Milo's attention. Milo chased after the fireflies, his excitement uncontainable. He barked playfully, as if inviting them to join his nighttime journey. The fireflies twinkled around him, forming a sparkling halo, and Milo whispered, "Good night, firefly friends." In response, the fireflies shimmered and glowed brighter, as if applauding his presence. They lit up the meadow like 1,000 lanterns, making it feel like a fairy tale. As Milo continued, he reached a small pond at the edge of the meadow. The pond was alive with the croaking chorus of frogs, their voices rising and falling in a rhythmic symphony. Milo waded into the shallow water, his ears perked up to catch every note of their song. He joined in with his own croak, "Goodnight, frogs." The frogs responded with delight, croaking even louder, as if welcoming him to their nighttime concert. Milo's final stop on his goodnight rounds was a hill that overlooked the entire farm. There he could see the vast night sky spread out before him, filled with shimmering stars. Milo howled at the stars, his voice echoing across the hills. The stars twinkled even brighter in response. It was as if the whole universe had joined Milo's serenade. As Milo made his way back to his cozy bed, he knew he had completed his mission. He had said goodnight to all the creatures on the farm, from the smallest to the grandest. With a contented sigh, Milo curled up on his cushion, his eyelids growing heavy. As he drifted into slumber, he dreamed of the magical night he had shared with the inhabitants of the farmhouse, feeling the warmth of their love and the beauty of their world.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more short stories for kids.